Hi everyone, this is just a very quick video about Monsters University and what we can learn from it. I went to see the film at the weekend and it's very funny, hilarious, I really recommend it. And as well as just laughing along with the plot and really enjoying it. One of the things that struck me, how it's quite a handbook in how to get where you want to go if you've had a goal that you've had your eye on for like all of your life, how to get there, how to get past the obstacles, how to keep going when no one believes in you. So just to give you an overview of the plot. So it's a prequel to Monsters Inc. And Monsters Inc. is where it's a world of monsters where they make energy and power by capturing the screams of little kids that they visit in the night. And it's two main characters. There's a guy called Mike Wazowski. He's the main person that the story's about. And he's the green guy, looks a bit like Kermit the Frog, but just got one sort of big eye in the centre of his head. And his friend, although he doesn't start off as his friend in Monsters University, Sully, James Sullivan, now he's the big furry turquoise monster that does a lot of scaring in Monsters Inc. So Mike, the movie starts Monsters University, where Mike's in school, not one of the cool kids, always getting overlooked for things, goes on a trip to Monsters Inc., this factory where they capture the screams, and really is taken in by the Scream department, and that's what he wants to do. And so from a very young age he has this goal, and he manages to get a place at Monsters University and manages to get into the sort of the Scream faculty, which is the creme de la creme programme at Monsters University. And he gets himself a place there. He's a very, very diligent student. He reads all the books, he does all the homework, he doesn't go out and party like the other students. But he has a big problem, is that nobody thinks that he's that scary. So actually he fails this class, and after the first term he's thrown out of the scare department, which is a disaster for him. But anyway, he's so determined, so the whole film is about how he's going to do this anyway, and he just finds alternative ways. So he enters a contest that will get him a place back in the scare faculty. He has to rope in other people to help him. They're not always the best people. Again, he never ends up in with the cool kids. He ends up with the most uncool group of people you could imagine. But actually they learn to work as a team, and they learn to play to their strengths, and bit by bit they do triumph. And it's sort of the real clinch point of the movie. Because it is true that this guy, Mike Wazowski, the little green one, he just isn't scary. And he comes to realise this himself. And, you know, whilst he knows a lot about scaring, he just isn't scary. But in the end, with Sully, the big furry one, they do save the day because Mike has so much knowledge, because he's read all the books, so he knows the ins and outs of capture and scream. And in the end, they pull off like a Scream record and a Scream heist that no one's ever done before because of his knowledge. And eventually he does work himself into the Scream department at Monsters Inc., which we know from the first movie. So what I was really struck by this, this is a very, very funny movie, but there are some serious things we can glean from it. So really, Mike, in terms of what can we learn from Mike's story, he was very driven. He had this goal from a young age. He had reminders of it, in his bedroom. He had a hat from Monsters University. He always wanted this place at Monsters University. He wanted to be in the Scream scare department. He was very diligent. He did everything that he had to do in terms of practical action. But then, as he met obstacles, he was always open to finding another way, and another way, and another way, and another way. He just really couldn't be beaten, even though the odds were often against him. And I think the other thing which is really, really important to his success is the teamwork, and how he worked with someone else, Sully, the big furry one, how they worked together, because Sully was scary, and effortlessly he could scare children, where Mike had the technical knowledge. So together, when they were really in a fix together, it was Mike's knowledge which pulled them through. So he really learnt to do it his way, and working to his strengths, and working with someone else to cover his weaknesses. So when we're trying to achieve our own goals and dreams, there's things we'll be very naturally good at, things we're very, very passionate about. But there are bound to be things which we're not naturally good at, that we don't do effortlessly, but nevertheless are crucial to achieving our goal. And it just might be a matter of fact that we're never going to be good at those things. So we need to find another way to get them covered off. So you know, we're thinking of your own goals and dreams. Who do you need to work with, or what do you need to work with? What is it that can cover off your weaknesses so that you can then play to your strengths and get there anyway? So yeah, that's the sort of the major lesson I learned from Monsters University. It's a brilliant movie. It's really hilarious. Go see it. It's fab. Thanks very much. Bye bye.